So HBO finally dropped the Game of Thrones promo last week and it was nothing less than enthralling. So we basically got Cersei, Jon and Dany walking through hallways and finally sitting on their respective thrones. Though the sneak peek didn't give us anything new as to the events that will unfold in the 7th season, but those 1.5 minutes were enough for the fans of the show to heavily obsess over it. But amidst all this obsessing, fans didn't seem to notice one very minute detail at the end of the promo. Luckily for us, this Imgur user pointed that out. Well, look at this final closing seconds of the promo and try to notice what that might be. Still didn't see? Okay, once again, a bit slower this time. Well, still no luck. So it's the reflection you see in the eye of the Night's King. Even if you spot this reflection, it's quite difficult to explain what that reflection might mean. But quite unsurprisingly, the internet has come to our aid with a pretty convincing explanation. Well, this Imgur user highlighted a few different areas in his Imgur post, but we've picked out the two most interesting shapes in the above image. It's impossible to be sure, but the line running right from the top of the Night's King's pupil does sort of resemble the top of the wall. And the dark cave-like shape on the right, well, this is probably clutching at the straws, but maybe, just maybe, it's actually a giant crack. On the left of the iris, meanwhile, are three human figures. Maybe some fellow White Walkers gathered around to watch some sort of a big event. Well, put all those elements together and there's a tiniest possibility that what we're actually witnessing is the Night's King looking on as the wall begins to come tumbling down. Well, are we reading into this too much? Probably. Well, though this explanation seems a bit far-fetched and mostly depends on conjecture, it's the most convincing one out there. And since winter is finally here, it would be one of the most probable explanation too.